Okay, guys, let's get started. So, first of all, I welcome you all to this Microsoft Intune training session. Um, I'm gonna introduce myself as well. So, my name is Kashif. I am from India, Mumbai. I have somewhere around 15 years of practical IT experience. I work as architect, wherein my roles and responsibility is to design and implement technologies for organizations. I am a BSc, MSc. Uh, I completed my master's in information technology and I am a Microsoft certified professional. In terms of my expertise, I have expertise on various technologies like Intune, SCCM, Active Directory, Azure, PowerShell, application packaging, Microsoft 365. I have total 10 years of teaching experience wherein I have trained more than 40,000 students globally. These are my website and email address. So that's about me, guys. Let me take you to the next slide, which talks about this product, and that is Microsoft Intune. Now, Intune is a Microsoft product. As you all know, Microsoft has developed this product and released in the market in the year 2010. This product is released by Microsoft in the year 2010. Now, the main feature of this product is basically to manage devices and applications. So, MDM, mobile device management, and mobile application management. These are the two important features and core feature of this product to manage devices and manage applications. Now, what all devices you can manage from Intune? You can manage Windows devices, right? Like Windows 10, Windows 11. You cannot manage Windows Server. Okay. You can manage MacBook, Android, then Windows Phone, then iPhone, iOS, iPad. Then also you can manage Linux devices. So all the leading operating systems you can manage from Intune. Windows 10, Windows 11, Windows Phone, MacBook, Android, iPhone, and Linux operating system. What all things you can do on mobile device? You can deploy policies on the devices. Uh, you can find out the inventory of the devices. You can wipe the device in case if the device is lost. You can wipe the device. Then you can deploy application. Then you can deploy device configuration. So there are various things you can do. These are just the core feature of Intune. So similarly, we have application management. In Intune, you can manage applications on the mobile devices. Okay. So let me minimize this. So you can deploy application policies, application access policy, data transfer policy, data protection, app wipe, application configuration, app self-service. There are various things which you can do on mobile application and mobile devices. So these are the core feature of Intune to manage mobile devices and mobile application. Now, coming to the next slide, which talks about how Intune manages devices all over the globe. So let's assume that you have a headquarter, um, you have an organization, for example, ABC Private Limited. The name of the organization is ABC Private Limited. Now that company headquarter is in New York, which has 3,000 devices. Okay. And New York is what? Is the headquarter. So all your devices um, in headquarter are going to enroll into Intune, we have to enroll them into Intune. So there are 3,000 devices. Some of them are Windows, some of them are Mac devices, some of them are Android, iPhone, Linux devices. So we need to enroll them into Intune. Once you enroll them into Intune, then from Intune you can control these devices, right? So headquarter devices. Now, what about the branch office devices? So similarly, what we have to do, we need to enroll the devices from branch offices as well. For example, 5,000 devices from Chennai, 10,000 devices from London, 20,000 devices from Mumbai, right? Berlin, Paris, Dubai, Toronto, Sydney, California. You have multiple locations with multiple devices. In each location you have like thousands and thousands of devices. So from each location we need to enroll devices into Intune portal. So we need to bring all the devices into Intune portal like a centralized management portal. From that portal we can control the devices from Intune portal. All these devices we can control. So we can deploy applications, we can deploy updates, we can deploy policies, we can wipe the device, we can reset device. We will be able to reset the password of the devices, deploy policies, then compliance settings. There are many things which you can do through Intune portal. Now, how Intune is designed, um, basically where is Intune? You cannot install Intune like a server and then like SCCM server. So what we do, we install SCCM server, we design the architecture of SCCM, and then we install SCCM primary site server, secondary site server, then database, then all these things you have to do manually yourself. But Intune is not like that. Intune is basically configured in the backend by Microsoft on Azure Cloud Data Center. And it is a web-based services, like a SaaS product, like Gmail is a SaaS product, right? It's not a um, platform as a service or infrastructure as a service. It is a SaaS product, software as a service, like Gmail, guys. You just create your subscription and you are good to go. Similarly, you create your Intune subscription and you start using it. So your Intune services are basically running on Azure data center. So Azure data center is present in almost like 60 countries now. Almost in 60 countries in North America, South America, in European countries, in Africa, right? In Gulf countries, India, China, Australia, almost everywhere you will find your Azure cloud data center. And inside cloud data center, that's a public data center, Intune services are running. So when you create your subscription, basically your subscription will get created in any one of the data centers. For example, if you are in India, then it is going to get created in India data center. So this is the outside view of the data center. So data center will always be in the outskirt. It will be out of the city. It will not be inside the city to save some cost. It will be always in a remote location. So like a big building. So data center is like a big building. Inside this building, you have like multiple floors. Sorry, guys. Multiple floors. Okay. Inside this building, you have multiple floors. And on each floor, you have multiple rooms. Okay. Multiple rooms. Let me take you to the inside view of the data center. So this is the inside view of the data center. So let's assume that this is one of the room which is dedicated for Intune. Okay. So the room which is dedicated for Intune is called Azure Service Fabric Cluster. Azure Service Fabric Cluster. Okay. So that is dedicated for Intune. Basically, you have containers. These are called containers. Container, how many containers are there? 2, 3, 4, 5 containers are there. Sorry, 5 containers. Now each container has racks. You see, these are the racks. And on each rack, you have high configured servers. So when you create your subscription will get created in any one of the servers here, in any one of the rack. So if you are in India, your chances are very high that you end up creating your subscription in India data center. If you are in US, you will end up creating your Intune subscription in US data center. So you get a space. Basically, that space will be dedicated for you. Nobody else will have permission to access your space. Only you are allowed to access that space. So if I am also in India and I create my subscription, so probably I'll get another space, a separate space here. Okay, so I will not have permission to access your space, and you will not have access to access my space. Got it? So Intune subscription is basically running on Azure Service Fabric Cluster. Service Fabric Cluster is basically a combination of multiple racks, you know, like hundreds of racks or thousands of racks is called Azure Service Fabric Cluster. Now, this is the architecture, Intune architecture, which is designed by Microsoft. You don't have to do anything. It's not like SCCM wherein you have to do the designing yourself. It is all done by Microsoft. So when you create your subscription, basically it's a SaaS kind of product. Okay. So you get web console. When you create your subscription, you get web console. And from that web console, you access Intune portal. Intune, basically Intune services in the backend. So Intune services. Now, Intune services, you cannot directly connect. You have a Graph API in the backend. Graph API is a communication tool between you and Intune services. So your request or configuration will basically go to Graph API. And then from Graph API, it will connect to Intune services. And then suppose you have to configure devices, then it is going to come here, protect data or manage application. So based on your requirement, it is going to do the task as per your configuration. So Intune has various integration as well, like Microsoft Entra ID is integrated, then SCCM is integrated, then Google App Store, Apple App Store, Google Play Store, and Microsoft Store, Microsoft Defender. These are integrated in Intune. Okay. Then you have mobile Microsoft Tunnel, then mobile thread defense connection connector, basically. So uh, these things are integrated in Intune. You don't have to manually do anything. You just configure, and by default, it is all integrated through Microsoft ecosystem. Now we have um, the mobile device management. So what all devices you can manage? You can manage Windows, Mac OS, Android, sorry, Android. 1 minute. Pointer. Yeah, you can manage Linux devices. Then um, you have mobile application management here, wherein you can manage iOS and iPad OS, then Android devices. So all these things are integrated, and you just take your subscription and that's it. You start using it. I will take you to the Intune portal in few minutes, then you will get more clear picture. Okay. Now in this architecture, you don't have to do anything, and you also not don't have to make sure that these architectures are running all the time, because it is Microsoft responsibility. So this will be up and running all the time. In case if something goes wrong, Microsoft is the one who is going to fix the problem. That's their responsibility. Now Intune has competitors. So there are some competitors like Mobile Iron, Workspace ONE, IBM Mass 360, Citrix Endpoint Management, JampF, Cisco Meraki, SOTI, BlackBerry, Hexnode, and Tanium. These are some of the competitors of Intune. But Intune is like a monster in front of these tiny competitor. Intune is monster. It's moving like a monster after COVID-19. After COVID, this Intune is like getting implemented almost everywhere. Wherever you go, you will find Intune. Just like one of you guys said in UK, right? Whether you are in UK, Australia, US, India, Gulf countries, Canada, you will find Intune in almost all big size and medium size organization. So that's the benefit of Intune. So it has very tiny competitors now. Now, why it is the best choice for organization? Why not the competitors? Because there are competitors, right? But these competitors are focusing only on iPhone and Android devices. But Intune has a comprehensive device management and cross-platform support. So Intune is basically has a comprehensive device management. Like it will be able to manage Android devices, iOS devices, iPad, Mac, Windows 10, Windows 11, Linux. But other competitors, they are focusing only on Android and iPhone. So why Intune is best? Because it is easy for deployment. It has integration with Microsoft other products, right? Unified management, cloud. It's a SaaS kind of product. You don't have to um, take care of the uptime, or you don't have to upgrade from old version to the latest version. It is all done by Microsoft. Cost effective, right? It is very cheap if you compare with other third party um, competitors. Cross platform, right? It has automation and efficiency, and people can work remotely from anywhere as long as the device has internet connection. It does not need to be in the office. People do not need to be in the office for Intune to work, right? It works on internet. So it has security and compliance feature, configuration profile, application management, conditional access. It has more enhanced security feature than its competitor. So its competitor has less features than this one. Then simplified device enrollment and provisioning. It has a very minimal step to enroll the device rather than lengthy step, in the competitors. Then updates and innovation. So they are updating every month. You don't have to update it manually. Then why Intune is best for you? Why you should learn Intune? Because it's a matured product. Okay, it's not a new technology. It is there in the market for the past 15 years. It is there in almost all big size and medium size organization. You have good vacancies all over the places, good salary. People are earning somewhere around 50 US dollar per hour. Like those who are in India, they can expect a salary of 8 lakh per annum Indian rupees. People from IT or non-IT background can easily learn this because you don't need to learn any programming languages or coding languages. So no coding and programming languages are required. Online resources are available. So whenever you are stuck somewhere, you can just simply um, go to internet, and you will get hundreds of websites. It has a good career path. Okay, you can make your career as into your level 1, level 2, level 3, then architect, something like that. Now Intune is not a free product. It has a license involved in it. You have to take license, either Microsoft 365 suite license or a standalone license, or you can take this one, Microsoft Enterprise plus Mobility plus Security Enterprise license. So it is going to cost you somewhere around $8, $8 per user per month. Okay, per user per month. 1 minute, guys. Sorry, I'm back. So it's gonna cost you $8 per user per month. Now, so next is lab setup. So each one of you, you need to set up your lab. For theory plus practical lab, you need to have a computer. So either you need to have a computer or a laptop. Anything will work. So the computer, either it's a laptop or a desktop, the operating system should be Windows 10 or Windows 11 on your computer or MacBook. So minimum RAM should be 8 gigabyte of RAM, 4 core processor, and 100 GB hard disk space. That's the minimum requirement to set up the Intune lab. And you need a Visa credit or debit card, Visa card or Master credit or debit card. And you need an Android or iPhone. Okay, so this is the basic requirement for Intune training. Yeah, so you can do the practical lab. Okay. One more thing before I go to the question, let me take you to the exam MD102. So after this training, if you would like to take this exam MD102, so hmm, so you need to the cost of this exam is around 165 US dollar if you are in United States. If you are in India, it's going to cost you around 4865 Indian rupees. Okay, depends on your location. It changes the price. Okay, so you after this training, if you would like to take this exam MD102, you can do that. So there are some resources available, as you see, prepare for the exam, and you have these resources. Plus you have practice test, so you can take the practice test to see how the exam will be conducted. You need to score 700 out of 1000 to pass this exam, and once you pass it, you become endpoint administrator associate. Okay, that's the certification details. So what all things we are going to learn in this one, in this training? So tinyurl.com/intune syl and hit enter. That's gonna give you the details that it is gonna be. Yeah, so it has 2 pages of course content. So we will start from introduction to MDM, then information on Intune versus SCCM, and also one by one we will start doing a step by step from scratch, as if you are like a fresher in IT world. So we will do the uh, practical lab and theory, and then scroll down. You have various other things here. We will be enrolling Linux devices, Mac devices, iOS, iPad, and Android devices. We'll be discussing about Windows Auto Patch, co-management, right? Integration of Patch My PC application and updates into Intune portal. We'll be doing Windows Autopilot, right? So we have almost covered complete administration task, whatever you do in Intune. So now I'm going to take you to Intune portal. So Intune portal is this one, that is intune.microsoft.com, wherein when you go to the devices at the left hand side, you will see the list of devices. Right now I have only one device in my lab environment. So I'm managing this device. So that's the only device I have right now. But in production, you will have thousands and thousands of Windows devices, thousands and thousands of mobile phones and all, right? So we will see all these things step by step practically, how the training will be conducted. Now, before I take the question, let me give you the timing. Okay. So The timing is 10:30 a.m. India time to 1 p.m. Okay, 2.5 hour session, and Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday. Sorry, the pen is not working properly. And it is going to take 6 weekends to finish all the topics. Okay, 6 weekends. So it's going to be calendar. So if you start from tomorrow, then so probably we will be able to finish in the first week or the second weekend of April. Yeah, second weekend of April. The 1.5 months it's gonna take to finish all the topics. Okay, 1.5 months required to finish all the topics. Any question from anyone? You can ask now.
Can I ask?
Yes, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I have this documentation that Microsoft provides, like the topics, and when I check it with your content, they're not exactly the same. Maybe
Yeah,
they're in difference.
yeah, it is exactly not the same because I have created this course content based on the job profile and certification together. Got it? So
Okay, and
after
Microsoft
completing
created it.
this,
Uh,
after completing this, you will be able to do the job, right? You will be able to handle the job requirements as Intune administrator plus certification together.
okay.
Microsoft is focusing more on certification.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
But in case if you would like to take the exam, I will help you with that one and you will get passed. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah. So if you are focusing on exam, don't worry about it. You'll be
Okay,
able to do
perfect.
it.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other question from anyone? Hmm? No question?
No questions so far.
Some of you guys joined a little late. I think Rajesh, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, yeah. This is Rajesh from London. So I'm working in London.
Mm-hmm.
I'm into the application packaging last 20 years. Just moving into the device management space. As well, just in our currently we have SCCM, so they're implementing Intune for Windows 11 device management. Currently, just we're only using for the mobile devices. So once it migrated to the Windows 11, so they use the Intune as well. So just would like to refresh, uh, yeah, on Intune.
So you package
Thanks.
application using Admin Studio, Install Shield, Wise Package Studio, or what?
Yeah, Install Shield and AppV.
Orca.
Yeah, Orca and application virtualization, AppV.
Mm. Okay, so
And
you guys are using SCCM for the deployment purpose
yeah,
now?
yeah, SCCM for deployment.
Okay, so now you guys are moving towards Intune as in through co-management or directly on Intune?
Co-management.
Okay, so I'll show you co-management as well in this training, not practically, but overview because SCCM that needs SCCM architecture. Okay, so fine. So you will be able to learn. So you are basically creating application and deploying it through SCCM. That's it. You don't do anything in SCCM world.
No, just but
Okay.
in recent recent role, moving into the SCCM as well, but mostly concentrate on the Intune side. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Then we have Sarita. Can you introduce
Yeah,
yourself?
hi Kashif. Yeah, I'm Sarita. I'm from India.
Mhm.
So I'm a SCCM expert since last 13 years. I have good experience in SCCM, and we started migrating our device management from our traditional way of managing to the modern way, and we started migrating to through co-management to the Intune. We started like patch management with the Intune auto patch, deployment rings, feature update deployment rings, all of the stuff I'm managing currently. I really interested on managing the mobile devices. I really did not get hands-on on mobile devices. Comparatively normal, workstations, I'm okay while creating the configuration profiles and compliance policies and all other stuff, including security. Yeah, I really get more hands-on on mobile device management, Kashif. That's an interest on the Intune side.
Okay. Thank you for the introduction. So you have a good experience in SCCM, so it is pretty easy for you to learn Intune.
Thank you so much.
Nowadays. Okay. Yes. Any other question from anyone?
Hi, Kashif.
Yeah.
Kashif, my concern is like since I'm new to Intune, right? How challenging is this to learn for me? Because
What is
since
your profile right now?
I'm working as in the server side.
Server side. You have all prerequisite. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Intune is pretty simple. If you compare with other, um, Microsoft tool, Intune is
Mhm.
pretty simple. Because everything is GUI based here. If you would like to do it through PowerShell, if you're good with PowerShell, you can also use PowerShell. But generally, people are using GUI, and it's self-explanatory basically. So you just have to know some basics, and you are all set. So since
Uh,
you are from server team, right? So as server administrator, so you have basic knowledge on how the things are done in Active Directory, right? User and
mm,
computers. So,
yeah.
so you already have all the prerequisite to learn this one. Any other question from anyone?
Maybe a quick question from my side. I use a company laptop and it's not possible to access your tiny URL.
Yeah, tiny URL is that one.
It's, that's OneDrive, right?
No, Google Drive.
Yeah, Google Drive.
So you have to use it on your phone, okay? Mobile phone or your personal computer. Got it?
Yeah, I know, but if I was asking if there's any other possibility to use it
No, if you want
directly.
the course content,
Yeah.
if you want course content, I will send it to you on email. If you send me your email, I will send that to you. So
No, no,
tiny
that's fine.
URL is for course content.
Okay. That in the future we will have all the detail, all the documentations like the ACTM course and the stuff. I take all of your courses. So,
Yeah, yeah. So you will get the materials, you will get recordings, dumps, then
okay,
question and answer, then sample resume. Okay, all those things
perfect.
you will get.
Let's go.
Okay. Any other question from anyone? Okay, guys. So we'll meet tomorrow, 10:30 India time. Okay, those who are interested to continue from tomorrow, you need to send me a WhatsApp message on this number, um, or call on this number that you are interested, so that I will let you know about the payment details and enrollment, how to do the enrollment to this course. So we will do the session tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. India time. Okay.
Okay, sure,
All
Kashif.
right.
Okay, guys. So we'll meet tomorrow. Those who are interested to continue from tomorrow. Bye now.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Is that finished for today?
Yes.
Okay.